Hi everyone, welcome to episode 6 of my hip dysplasia tutorials. I'm so kind of you to join me today on Facebook. I really hope that you're enjoying all the tutorials and you're learning lots. Let me know in the comments where you're from, how you're doing with the exercises, and if you have any questions. So just to remind you, we'll be carrying on with these tutorials till the 11th of April. So still lots and lots of learning and lots of exercises to get through. I just wanted to quickly do a recap of tutorial 5. We spoke about all the different surgeries that we could do after we've done all our weight management, rehabilitation, all the things that we've been chatting about during these tutorials. And we also spoke about operations that we can do for younger and as well as for older dogs. We gave 2 exercises, and the one was called foam corridor and the other one was hip bounces. So if you missed last week's tutorial, please scroll down and have a look for the recording. You can also sign up for my hip dysplasia list, and then I will send you the notice when we're going to be going live on Facebook, as well as a link to the recording, just in case that you're working and you're not able to attend at 12:30 on a Wednesday. All right, so today we're going to talk about supplements. I use supplements in Sunshine, and I recommend to all my patients to give joint supplements to all my clients to give joint supplements to their dogs. The one thing we have to be very careful about supplements is that they are not actually registered as drugs. So they're in a group called nutraceuticals, and nutraceuticals are considered food. So because they're not drugs, that means that they're not regulated. So there is potential for things like contamination. There have been some studies that have been done on joint supplements, and they did them actually in human products, and they found that I think they did about 10 different supplements, and only about 2 of them actually had exactly what they said in. Some of them had like none. So if they had said that they had chondroitin and glucosamine, and they actually had nothing in it. It was just like a white powder. And this is a problem because we are potentially giving these kind of products to our pets, and we want to make sure that whatever we're giving them is safe, and we're actually going to be seeing the results. So we want to make sure that we have safety and as well as efficacy. Another thing about these products is they often have big label claims, all the things that they do, and because it's not regulated, they can make the claim, and nobody is going to challenge them on that. So I wanted to chat through the things that I look for when I'm looking at a joint supplement. This is the joint supplement that I usually recommend, which is GCS Joint Care. I see great results in my patients. I never have a problem with them eating it. They have all different forms. They've got powder, they've got a liquid, they've got a treat. So it's a very, very easy supplement to be able to administer. And like I said, I see great results in it. But I think, there are lots of different products out there. And so there's not just one product. But as long as you look for a few specific things within the products, and they've got the right concentration, and we're getting the absorption that we want, there are loads of other different products that you could consider. So what I want you to do if you are giving a supplement is to have a look at the back and have a look at the ingredients. So the products that I make sure are definitely in a joint supplement are chondroitin sulfate and glucosamine hydrochloride. Okay, so they must have those. You will see there'll be lots of other things such as magnesium, MSM. You might see that they've got vitamin C added. There are lots of other additions into joint supplements, but they must have chondroitin sulfate and glucosamine hydrochloride. So chondroitin sulfate this actually inhibits our cartilage destroying enzymes. But the problem with it is that it is not absorbed very well, and a lot of the human products actually have quite a high molecular size. So we want a low molecular size because animals don't absorb the high molecular size. We need a molecular size between 7 and 10 kilopascals. So what I want to say is, if you have a look at the product, can you actually see the name chondroitin sulfate, and can you actually see the molecular size? If it doesn't state the molecular size, it's more than likely one of high molecular size and unlikely to be absorbed well by your dog. So the next product is glucosamine hydrochloride. Sometimes you will see a product called glucosamine sulfate. Glucosamine sulfate has not been proven to actually be found or show up in any of the joint tissues. So there have been clinical studies. So if we are giving a glucosamine, we want it to be glucosamine hydrochloride. There were a whole lot of studies that were done on chondroitin and glucosamine, and what they found is that the dogs, there were about 35 dogs that they did one study in, and it was the dogs with hip dysplasia or hip osteoarthritis and elbow osteoarthritis, and they found that after 70 days of this product, there were significant improvements in their pain scores, as well as their severity of lameness and improvements in their weight bearing. And the big thing with these two products is that they need a loading dose. So you will notice that majority of the products will say you need to give for 4 to 6 weeks double dose, and so 2 times the maintenance, and then after 4 to 6 weeks you drop down onto a maintenance dose. So that's very, very important. Another product which I like, supplement, is green lip mussel extract. Now, we're not too sure exactly how it works. Studies have shown that it has high omega-3 value levels in it, and this could be the reason why we see results with it. And they have done a few studies, and they've seen that by giving the supplement, there have been improvements in weight bearing. And I must say, I've actually used green up mussel extract as a supplement on its own. And just on its own, I have seen improvements. And so that's why I like it. It doesn't necessarily have to be in the joint supplement, but if you can find one that's got all three of those, then I think that would be my best. But at least if it doesn't, then you can have chondroitin sulfate and glucosamine hydrochloride, or you can give a product that doesn't have the green up mussel extract and then supplement that on top of the supplement that you're giving, if you can't find one that has got that in. All right, so our exercises for this week are the leg lifts exercise. You'll see the handler here. You're basically going to support your dog underneath their abdomen, get them to stand with their feet directly underneath their bodies, and then using your hand holding just below the ankle or the hock, you're going to lift the leg. Now the you can do this 5 times a day, twice daily, 3 times a week. Thank you so much for joining me for this tutorial. The next one will be on the 7th of March. We'll be talking about different types of beds and which one I think is the best and which one I use with my dog Sunshine. And then we'll also talk about the next week's exercises. So for those of you who are not already Academy members, please go over to drmegankelly.com. We've got very, very exciting webinars, and one that all of you I think are going to be interested for March. A vet called Tanya Grantham, she's a rehabilitation vet from South Africa in Benoni, is doing a webinar on preventing hip dysplasia. So it'd be really awesome if all of you could join us for this webinar. You can go to drmegankelly.com to register for any of the webinars as well as to join the Academy. So thanks so much for taking the time. I really appreciate it, and we'll see you next week.